So there's been some recent developments with my own personal life and some court issues where the the courts have chose to use some of the things that I've said on public forums against me to pill my son because I'm not agreeing with the official narrative, and it's unfortunate. It's some dark times that we live in, and so I don't stand by that bullshit, you know, and I believe that we need to have something to pass on to our next generations, and so I'm willing to pay tribute to those that have made sacrifices for us to have the freedoms that we have today. And sometimes that means we got to take a loss. And so I just want my son to know that uh, during this time where I'm not able to see him, what his daddy is up to. It's unfortunate that I've been gaslighted uh, to the extent that I have because I have credit on the streets and in the institutions. I have 2 degrees, one in social and behavioral sciences and one in urban studies and planning, both with honors. And I have plenty of professionals that will back me up in my credibility as to what kind of character I am, and including my oldest son, who will has written letter about the type of father that I am, and so it's unfortunate that these events have come to pass. But I want to be transparent about it because I don't think that I'm alone in this situation. I think that this is going on a systemic level, and that scares me. I think there's some certain things that are coming around the corner um, that that are scary things, and so we have to be able to stand in our own daily lives if we want to see some kind of liberty executed in the future. And so I don't believe in electing leaders. I believe that we should all be leaders, and that means being responsible for our own lives. I'm an advocate of to thy own self be true, as long as it doesn't harm the next person. I think that as long as you're owning your own truth, that you set yourself up to learn. Even if you're wrong, at least if you're owning it, you can make adjustments. But I think we're living in times where a lot of people are impressing what others should do, and not living it themselves, and prison politics are being used on the general public to create these divisions between us so that we don't look at some of the broader subjects at hand, and some of our civil liberties that are being trampled on. We're increasingly living in a fascist state, and we're being stripped of our liberties regularly. So this is what Tacos and Roses television is all about, and I'm trying to keep it real with everybody for a few minutes about what's going to be transpiring with Tacos and Roses. Right now, we've got tacosandroses.org, which is a website that's been set up, and I'll probably put this video on there. We've also got we're building the outreach, which is the truck and the wash basin, as well as personnel, and we've got the nonprofit established, and we're looking to get tax exemption status. So those are the things that are currently going on as I'm moving out of this place here now, because I'm obligated by the courts to pay so much money that I'm gonna be homeless myself, and I'm gonna be out there on the streets. So I didn't understand why God would bring this into this. I'm just trying to be a man of integrity, but I assume because He's shown up in other uh, parts of my life that He's gonna show up in this part too, and something is going on that I can't see, and so it was impressed upon me that I should be transparent about this and create a channel where y'all can be involved, and we can see this develop together, and see how this works out, and I'm anxious to see how this works out, even though it can be a bit scary at times, like um, I'm not willing to turn back, I'm not willing to sell out, I'm not willing to consent, and I'm not willing to bow down. And you can say that you can call me whatever you want to call me because of that. But I'm in it to win it. You know what I mean? You can take away whatever you're gonna take away, but if I don't have my integrity, then life ain't worth much to me. You know, and so I'm gonna keep on doing what I do and paying tribute to those that have paved the way in front of me. You know, and I'm very grateful for that. So, anyways, this is an invitation to those that want to get involved to stay in touch as these things develop and to lend support wherever they feel like they can. And I want to give you, let's say, thanks ahead of time for that support that you're going to give us. And yeah, stay tuned, and I'll be bringing more updates as things develop.